welcome everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. First we'll clap our hands just so, then we'll bend and touch our toes. Welcome everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. Today's animal is a giant short-faced bear. Redlocks and the Three Bears by Claudia, Rueda. Mama was serving porridge when we heard someone knocking at the door. Knock, knock. Little Red from the book next door was asking for help. There's a big bad wolf in my book and he wants to eat me. Please help. Please, I asked Mama and Papa to let her stay. Not sure if that's how the story goes, they said, but okay. Little Red was so hungry she ate all my porridge. Then she broke my favorite chair while telling us about the big bad wolf. It was getting late, so I told her she could use my bed. I couldn't sleep because Mama's bed was too soft. That's when I saw, the wolf. We ran to another book to stay away from the wolf. It's him, the wolf from my book, Little Red said. Then we heard someone whining, so I decided to take a look. Bah? It was the wolf who was crying. Nobody likes to have wolves in their books. I don't want to be the big bad wolf anymore. So I had an idea. I asked Wolf to come downstairs and offered him a bowl of hot porridge. Wolf tasted the porridge and found it neither too hot nor too cold, but just right. He liked it so well that he ate it all up every bite and then asked for more. After Wolf had 3 bowls, I measured his mouth to show Little Red it was not big and terrible, but just right. They both returned to their book. Little Red took some porridge for Grandma, and Wolf wrote down Mama's secret recipe. We went back to the beginning, and again we heard someone knocking at the door. Knock, knock. I think we've had enough visitors for now, said Mama. Let's lock the door and eat our porridge. Who's Goldilocks? We've never heard of her. You've been listening to Redlocks and the Three Bears by Claudia, Rueda. It's called Wide-Eyed Owl. There's a wide-eyed owl with a pointed nose, 2 pointed ears, and claws for toes. He lives way up in the tree, and when he looks at you, he flaps his wings and says, "Whoo, whoo." One more time, ready? There's a wide owl with a pointed nose, 2 pointed ears, and claws for toes. He lives way up in the tree, and when he looks at you, he flaps his wings and says, "Woo-hoo, woo-hoo." Giant Short-Faced Bear by Julie Murray. An ice age is a period when most of the earth is covered by sheets of ice. The last ice age began about 100,000 years ago. It lasted until about 12,000 years ago. Some animals became extinct during this time in history. The giant short-faced bear first appeared about 1.6 million years ago. It lived through North America in a range of habitats. It could be found in places like grasslands and woodlands. The giant short-faced bear lived up to its name. It was 5 feet tall at the shoulder. On its hind legs, it stood 11 feet tall. It could weigh more than 2,000 pounds. The giant short-faced bear had a broad head and short snout. It had a shaggy brown fur that covered its body. Unlike modern bears, the giant short-faced bear had very long legs and forward-pointing toes. These things helped it run up to 40 miles per hour. The giant short-faced bear could deliver a deadly bite with its strong jaw. Its teeth were long and sharp. These could easily tear through meat. The giant short-faced bear ate bison, deer, and horses. It may have also eaten plants. Some scientists believe that the bear was a scavenger. The giant short-faced bear became extinct about 11,000 years ago. It had to compete with other animals and humans for its food. It could not survive. The giant short-faced bear could eat up to 35 pounds of food each day. The first fossils were discovered in 1878. They were found at Potter Creek Cave in California. The giant short-faced bear's closest relative is the modern speckled bear. It is found in South America. A full short-faced bear skeleton is on display at the Field Museum in Chicago, Illinois. Glossary: broad, wide and large, extinct, no longer existing. Fossil: the remains or trace of a living animal or plant from a long time ago. Habitat: a place where a living thing is naturally found. Scavenger: an animal that finds and eats dead animals. Snout: the front part of an animal's head that sticks out. The snout includes the nose, mouth, and jaws. You have been listening to Giant Short-Faced Bear by Julie Murray. Guys, thanks for joining us for today's Animal Explorers Giant Short-Faced Bear. We began our journey today with the fractured fairy tale Redlocks and the Three Bears by Claudia, Rueda, published by Chronicle Kids. And we got to see different fairy tale characters jumping from one book to another and learning some lessons along the way as the poor bear family is completely confused. I don't think I'd answer my door at the end again either. Then we read Giant Short-Faced Bear by Julie Murray, published by ABDO. And we got to learn all about this extinct animal that lived many, many years ago and how it walked upon this earth. One of my favorite facts from today was that the fossils were discovered in California, which seems so far away from here, but really isn't that far. Thanks for joining us for today's Animal Explorers Giant Short-Faced Bear. Let us know your favorite animal so we can cover it on a future Animal Explorers.